What's up, guys? Thanks for coming. Cool to see you all on this Tuesday afternoon. Arway hasn't tried the update yet. Mech suit lame? Don't hurt my heart more. Say it isn't so. It isn't so? What's up, Sam? How lame we talking? Well, I think the best way is just to show you. Sir Crow, this is a track composed for me by the Whittler. I've given, permission, whatever. Whittler gave permission as well for if you want to download it. I don't know where to find it. When the Whittler shows up, we'll ask him about it, if and when that happens. Anyway, No Man's Sky. So, there's a new update to the game. They added a mech suit. And it's like, yay, cool, mech suit, get back in the robot, Shinji, haha, cool, fun. No, bad. Has your opinion of this game looped back to negative? No, not necessarily. I mean, I'm always going to love this game, honestly. I do, despite its vast number of issues. But this one update, it did some things that honestly annoyed me, and I will show you specifically what it did. But... no, I don't hate the game now because of this one update. Also, Slowpoke. Welcome back to the family. Thank you for 21 months of support. And also, a gift, a moisty in a basket. How awful. Alright, let me go ahead and get that out of here. Because this, I don't know, OBS hates No Man's Sky, and I can't get a motherfucking game capture. It has to be a display capture. So, anyway... my first thought when I saw the update for the mech suit was, well, and one of the big things that they were like pushing in the patch notes for this was how cool it is that the mech suit has complete environmental immunity when you're in it. It's like, oh my god, you don't have to worry about the radiation or the heat or the cold, right? And I'm like, oh well, that sounds sweet. But whoa, wait a minute. All exocrafts do that in this game. All of the vehicles in this game already give you complete environmental immunity. So what's cool about the mech suit? Why would it be? Well, one thing at a time. Anyway, but remember that. Remember that specifically that I said that. This is my freighter, for those of you who haven't seen it. Freighter. As you can see, there's some big, gross, weird bullshit. Graphical shit. Inside of my freighter, because this game has to the point where it's not just graphical, because there's like an invisible wall here that's making it so I can't get into this room. Anyway, I was saying how much I love this game. Such a good game, man. One of my favorite video games ever. It really is, and I mean that. I mean that. Like I said, it's got some issues. Oh my fucking god, what the fuck? Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a jump real quick just to maybe hopefully get away from whatever this is. so I can actually have mobility and access my own fucking freighter? Sean Murray? Can I do that? It's too early in the day to get angry. I'm just going to jump, and hopefully, usually that'll resolve the issue when you jump. So I'm going to just jump to, like, the nearest. The hyperdrive has no fuel, so I'm not jumping anywhere. Also, the game is chunking right now. I'm not sure why the game is chunking so much. I want you to charge the hyperdrive. Thank you. Okay, so now we should be able to jump to the nearest star. Inquiny. I got inquiny in my vagina. It just works, dumbass Corgi. Oh, so the game has absolutely no sound, I'm now being told. Yeah, I could see that. All right, that shouldn't be too hard to fix. Let me just jack that a little bit. The desktop capture makes the games chunk. Well, yeah, I don't have a choice because OBS and No Man's Sky are not friends. All right, so here's hoping now I should be able to just easily walk around my base. And my God, it's been a long time since I've seen this game chunk this badly. I don't know if it was the update. Anyway, you can see that the shit is gone because, last time I did that display capture, it didn't chunk my game. Not this hard, at least. But anyway, got some grow operations going on back here. And one of the reason that I wanted to show you this part of the freighter is specifically because this update included something that was really cool. Now, do you remember how when I was exploring planets and every time I wanted to use one of my exocrafts, I would have to build that annoying launch pad and then demo it so I could get the mats back, right? Okay. Because of something included in this update, I no longer have to do that. Orange juice not free back to the family. Thank you for 9 months of support. Also, Arway, I'm glad you liked the freighter. I spent a lot of time on it. I think it's pretty cool. This room. Now, this is a new room that you could build on your freighter. And as long as you have this built on your freighter, you can immediately summon any exocraft of your choosing wherever, whenever you want on any planet, provided that your freighter is also in that star system. So that means no more building those summon things, those summon platforms, and then demoing them to get the mats back, which I hated. I hated that. You like that, R-Way? Yes, but do keep in mind that your freighter needs to be in the star system in order for you to do that. But at the way that I'm playing the game at this point, and I think the way that, most people are eventually gonna start playing the game, provided that they want to use a freighter, is you're gonna be jumping with your freighter. So your freighter is always like this. You're gonna jump to a new system with the freighter, and then you're gonna head into your vehicle or your starship bay, and you're going to take one of your starships out once you're there. So that I thought was a very, very fucking cool addition, and I'm very grateful for that. However, that might be the only cool thing about this update. And you're saying, well, how could that be, man? They added a mech suit, man. That's got to be cool, right? Right? Well, we'll find out. So, this is my Starship collection. I don't know how many of you seen this before, but really quickly, I'm just gonna show it off a little bit. I got a S-Class exotic sitting here, fully upgraded to all my personal specifications. There's my baby, the Explorer, S-Class Explorer. I've had that almost since the game initially launched. Fully upgraded to my specifications. You'll also notice my freighter is S-Class. There is a hauler, which I think I almost have fully upgraded the way I want it. Also S-Class. The father of flight. S-Class fighter, which is fully upgraded to my specifications. And there is the Meat Boy, who actually only has one upgrade left until it's a perfect ship. Look at this, look. What's up, Meaty? How you doing today? Having a nice meaty day? The only thing I could upgrade this further is if I get one more spewing vent upgrade and I install it here. Then there's nothing I could do to make this ship better at that point. Of course, you find those upgrades randomly. But the cool thing now is, instead of hunting around for S-classes, you can use nanites to upgrade any... what are these things actually called? Augments. Any augment that you find, you can upgrade with nanites. And it's not that expensive either, so that's pretty cool that they did that. My playtime, Mirot, something like 400 to 500 hours, I'm going to say. I like this game. You'll notice when I was showing you guys my ships that I didn't include this shuttle. I bought this S-Class shuttle. Let me show you guys why I'm ignoring it. Oh, it fixed itself? Okay. So the last time I tried to use this ship, this cool thing was happening where my camera was inside of the engines. It was very gross, graphical fucking glitch. Which made me just kind of write the thing off. It was cool when I was in third-person starship view, but if I wanted to be in, cockpit view, my FOV was just a wall of metal, and it was total dog shit. I was kind of hoping it would do it so you guys could see it, because I know how much you guys love when this game does jank shit. But don't worry, because there's plenty of jank shit in store for you guys. Oh, here, this is jank. The ship hasn't landed, technically. How bizarre. Anyway, let's take the meat boy out for a spin. So many bugs, TechBane. And Hello Games is just chipping away at those bugs one day at a time. One day at a time. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the mech suit. All right, I got a really fun place that I'm gonna do that in. A base that I had built that I don't think I ever showed you guys, but I think it's pretty goddamn sweet. How does the meat ship evolve, Starheaven? Shh. Stop shitting on my meat ship. It's one of the only things I like about this game at this point. I'm joking. What's up, Eggbone? Since your meatball ship is alive, how does it shit? Oh, well, via one of the spewing vents. That's a weapon. I mean, what do you think you're pelting your enemies with when you're engaged in starship dogfighting? Wait, I eat starship shit now? That's what you're doing. You're just pelting your enemies with feces. No, he's not joking. Have I caught a neon tetra yet? No. No, I didn't try today. Maybe I'll try later. Actually, I can't. I don't know why I'm saying that. Yeah, check it out. So here's the flavor text for the spewing vents. A mess of sacs and sphincters. These vents generate and expel globules of quote-unquote globules of plasma. When fused to the weapon system of the ship, they're superheated and then expelled at high pressure. So, if you ask me, that's doo-doo. Okay? And just based on the fact that they use the word sphincter. I mean, I don't know what else we're supposed to get out of that. Alright. So, I'm going to show you guys the salt mines. So-called because I am auto-mining a salt deposit that is on the planet. Wait. I eat meat chip shit now? It's doo-doo, but heated to a plasmatic state. Yes, that's correct. That's how plasma works. Alright, so allow me to introduce you guys to the salt mines. Love this base. Very proud of this base. Alright, think of it like a interstellar garage. Right? This place is fucking cool. I think it's one of the coolest structures I ever made in this game. And that's saying a lot because I feel like it's hard to make cool structures in this game. A lot of the people who spend a lot of time building impressive shit in this game, you see some of the screenshots, you're like, wow. And Sean Murray will retweet some of these really impressive bases sometimes. Yeah, those people are hacking their games. If you want to build anything actually sweet in this fucking game, you have to hack it. Like, you have to go into, like, the .ini files and get... Yeah. And then it's ironic because you see Sean Murray retweeting these bases, and it's like, Sean, you realize that nobody would have been able to use your game in order to build that unless they hacked it, right? Like, you do know that, right? Like, you shouldn't... Because we all know it, Sean. Maybe you shouldn't be retweeting these. Maybe he doesn't know Dragonite yet, and he thinks... like, he thinks people just did that. It's like, oh, that's how cool our game is. That's how intuitive it is, and that's how much. Look at all the different stuff you could do in our game. It's like, Sean, you actually can't. There's no way he doesn't know Blue Girl. Well, I will say one other cool thing that this update added before we start getting into the negative. A lot of people were complaining about the fact that the power cables, these big, bright blue power cables, are just all over everybody's bases, and they look like shit, and they're gross as fuck, and they make your base ugly and stupid. There's now an option. I haven't fucked around with this yet, but it looks like there's a thing that you could build that will hide all of the cables. But as far as I could tell, like, it'll just make all the cables in a certain radius invisible until you turn it back off. But as far as I could tell, it adds this really gross-looking thing to your base that's just like a giant hologram of a cable with the no sign on it. And it's like, yeah, but Sean, what if I don't want that in my base either? So it's... Again, I didn't fuck with it yet. Don't quote me on that, but that's what it seems like. So I'm going to head into my garage here. Yeah, it's like a grease monkey chop shop. I think it's pretty sweet. This is where I mine the salt that I never use. All right, there's my little robot Jarvis fellow who, you know, he's customer service, right? So then you come out here. This is where I have all my sweet exocrafts parked, right? This is where I do my work on my exocrafts. It's not a thing. It's, you know, it's... Maybe I'm RPing a little bit. Whatever. Get off my ass. I'm allowed to do that if I want to. And the reason I chose a planet like this one, guys, is because the lack of gravity makes it really fun. So, remember what I said earlier about the fact that, well, hold on, why is the exosuit cool if every vehicle already has environmental damage immunity when you're in it? Well, in order to force people to use the exosuit, they modified all of the exocrafts. Yep. They nerfed them. And they said, now, if you want environmental immunity in an exocraft, you now have to install these environmental hazard protection units. You see that? Now... Yeah, this is their way to force you to use the new exosuit by nerfing one of the things that made all the fucking exocrafts cool in the first place. You like that, Arway? Now, Arway is somebody who plays the game and knows why that's such a cock move. And it's simply because you see this. This is not only the place to install technology on an exocraft, but it is also the inventory space for the exocraft, right? So what was going on with the Pilgrim here is I had all this other technology installed, and then I had these 4 slots were inventory slots. It's the same thing on these exocrafts, right? Your inventory slots and your technology slots are the same thing, right? So now my Pilgrim has 1 inventory slot for me to put shit into, okay? Now, there was a very easy solution to this, guys. And I want to point out to you that this is Hello Games at its finest, what I'm about to show you. This is integral to understanding like the way that Hello Games thinks and approaches game design, right? If you look at any starship, not just the meat ship, this is any starship, and this is also your freighter. There are 2 tabs here. Okay, one of them is for inventory, and one of them is specifically a place to install technology, where you can't put items in here. All right? Any starship has that. A tab for inventory and a tab for technology. Though, they will allow you to install technology in the inventory slots. They will allow you to do that. But it doesn't work the other way around, right? However, with the exocrafts, and that's any exocraft, there's one tab for both. All right, so now are you starting to see the problem with them nerfing the exocrafts to say you need to install these technology modules to give you environmental shielding in an exocraft? Effectively, they made exocrafts suck. And exocrafts were one of my favorite things about this game. If they want to fix this, there's a very easy way to fix it. And all they have to do is add a technology tab to exocrafts. All right? I hope to see it in a future update. All right? Sean, if somehow you end up seeing this, dude, very simple thing. And I don't even... You know what, man? I'm cool with this. I buy that. I buy that I should have to install... hazard protection on the exocraft. That's not even the part that bothers me. The part that bothers me, dude, is that there's no technology tab on fucking exocrafts. And the main issue with that, man, is my favorite exocraft is the Pilgrim, which has a very shitty inventory capacity in the first place. And I get the reason why. It's because it's a little motorcycle and it shouldn't have a lot of room to store shit, whatever. But dude, all you have to do is put a technology tab and make it like 4 slots, you know, if you want it to be. Because I get it. Like, that's, you know, the point of the Pilgrim is it doesn't have a lot of inventory space. I mean, compare it to this thing. Right? You're trying to create variety for the different exocrafts, and I get it, but there's a smart way to do what you're trying to do, and there's also a dumb way to do what you're trying to do, and you picked the dumb way. Check out what the camera's doing right now, guys. Look at that. Isn't that sexy? You like that? Commence the jiggling. Someone in chat said there's no way that people wouldn't have bitched out about this. Well, man, it would have been one thing if the actual exocraft itself was cool, right? Because maybe we'd be able to look past all this and be like, wow, look, at least there's a cool new mech suit thing in the game. But I think you could see where I'm going with that, right? So here you go. Here's the Minotaur exocraft, right? Let me show you guys. All right. I gave him some, Eva Zero colors a little bit. Kind of looks like Eva Zero. All right, guys, so here we go. I'm going to attempt to walk in a straight line. Sounds simple, right? All right, so this is me just holding W. Okay, I'm holding W. Not touching the mouse. I'm not touching any other buttons on the keyboard. First thing you're going to notice is how painfully fucking slow it is. All right, now compare that to the motorcycle and the other vehicles that you saw me using. So even the Colossus is faster than this shit, right? So now I'm going to attempt to do something very simple, and that is turn right. Again, just holding W. Now I guess the mech suit didn't want to turn right. I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna try to turn right by moving the camera via the mouse right. Just want you to turn right, buddy. And you will see that not only does the mech suit not turn right, but the camera slowly drifts back towards center in front of me. All right. Let's try it one more time, buddy. Can you just turn right for me? Go towards the base. Go back towards the base. Now, you may be noticing that over the course of that, I slowly, with a lot of time and a lot of patience, I was able to eventually turn right. At least face right. Okay? So now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to use W and D to turn right. Okay? which he does do. But look how wide that turn is. Right? Look how just unwieldy this fucking thing is. Right? And you might... to me, the way to do this, turn the mouse in the direction that you want to go. What happens if you hold D? You're wondering if it can strafe Augie Jr.? What's up, Augie? Thanks for coming tonight. I'm holding D right now, and you can see there's no strafing. I feel like the only way to justify these kinds of controls is if, yeah, you have the ability to strafe. Right? Snackalope says, there appears to be absolutely no reason to use this. Well, there is, right? Maybe. Because in the patch notes, they went out of their way to explain to you that the Minotaur has a mining laser, right? But Mike, you could put a mining laser on all the other exocrafts too. Problem with the mining laser on exocrafts, and this has always been the problem with the mining laser on exocrafts, and I guarantee you it's going to be the same problem on this thing, even though, to be fair, I haven't fully upgraded the mining laser yet, is that in every fucking case, okay, no matter what, you can only put 3 upgrades on a mining laser on an exocraft, right? 4, actually. I think it's 4. Even in the best case scenario where you have the best upgrades for this thing, never, ever, ever is it going to be more efficient for you to get out and use the mining beam that you have on your tool. It is never, and I've tested this. And as cool as that is, because you're going to be on a planet, you're going to be exploring, and you're going to be like, man, I don't want to get out of the exosuit, the exocraft constantly to mine for shit. It'd be cool if the thing had a laser, because then I'd never have to get out, right? Especially if there's an environmental hazard outside. Guys, it is never, ever worth it. I mean, I'll just show you as an experiment, just really quickly. I'm going to shoot. I need to make sure it's the same kind of rock, right? And again, I think there's a little bit of RNG here, but let me mine that rock. Uzan the Taint. Okay, so I received 20 ferrite dust and 6 carbon. All right, now I use my mining laser, okay? On my multi-tool. All right, so 15. Oh, well, fuck. Okay, that is less, but... All right, so wait a minute. Maybe this might be the only reason to use this thing. Maybe it is cool. And listen, I want to point out to you, I tested this the night of the patch. Before you say got him, I tested that the night of the patch, and I was able to confirm that I was getting more fucking resources with my multi-tools. So they could have patched it. And I did see that there was at least one update to the game. And listen, they may have done that because they realized that this was a legitimate fucking complaint. Okay? Arway says, I believe you because they've done this shit before. I mean, this is not new. If you're playing this game, you've seen things like this. The sample size is not one bone miser. I went out of my way to test that multiple times. And do try to keep in mind that there's a little bit of RNG here. Like, you could see that I'm not getting the same amount of resources that I did the last time. You could see it jumps around a little bit. But in the case of the exocrafts, I have more than enough experience with those to point to make the case. And those are fully upgraded. I have more than enough experience to tell you there's no point to get out. Or there's no point to use the mining laser. You may as well just get out and collect it. If they did something here with this exosuit to make it so it does collect more resources than your multi-tool does, then that's fucking cool. Then that's cool. I will say that is one reason potentially that you may want to use this thing. All right, watch me summon it real quick. I mean, I hope they did. Look, he's got a cute little animation. you know? Because much like everything Hello Games does, it's all about the fluff, right? It's all about the polish. It's all about the veneer, right? Now, it also has a pretty significant boost, and I haven't upgraded it yet because, again, the thing does have upgrades. You know, I'll be able to upgrade, I imagine, the jump, maybe? The thruster system. Okay, so like the other exocrafts, you have to find the upgrades in space stations, and you can install them here. You will notice, too, that it doesn't have the separate inventory and technology tab, right? I'm hoping there's a way to increase the turn speed. Well, here's the description for the one engine upgrade that I was able to make, which I got at the Nexus. If you go to the person who upgrades the exocraft shit in the Nexus, you can buy this for nanites. It says significantly reduces fuel burn in the Minotaur's Daedalus engine. So maybe you could get upgrades where, yeah, it'll improve the turn radius. Forget trying to move while you're airborne, though, right? Yeah, it's just so fucking unwieldy. Should have just shattered every window on top of the structure. See, I don't want to walk off the building. I just want to go right. Can we just... There we go. Like, listen, it's not... I feel like the night that I tried to do this was way more intractable. I think they fucking upgraded the movement of it in one of the updates. I think they fixed it because this thing was literally unusable the first night of this patch. And that's true to form for fucking No Man's Sky. You'd think there'd be an option for strafe. Well, I just turn. Just don't fall off the building. Don't. See, in the way that I was testing this that night is I was walking around on top of this building simply trying to not fall off the building. And it was damn near fucking impossible. And it feels a lot easier now. So I think they buffed the movement on this thing, honestly. I still don't think it's cool. Fuck. I want to land on the building. Okay, what am I standing on? Okay, apparently I was standing on nothing. Now, I have a suspicion. Now, some of you may have noticed that No Man's Sky is pushing its VR experience really hard. And what I suspect this is especially the cockpit view for this thing is just like VR eye candy, essentially, is what they're going for with this. Right? Like, you're supposed to be in VR in here, and you're like, holy shit, man, it's like I'm really in there, man. What the fuck, man? Would it be better or worse if the mech was 100 times bigger? It might be cool in VR. I mean, I don't know. I'm not personally impressed by things like that. You know, I don't give a shit about VR. Arway says even in VR, it's pretty meh. Yeah, well, I do think this was part of the inspiration, was just beefing up the VR experience. Yeah, this is like, I just want to turn. Like, just let me turn. There's also no land boost. Like, if you want to sprint, there's no sprinting. Like, I'm pressing shift right now. It doesn't move any faster. I guess the sprinting is the thrusting, like the aerial thing. Serpent Tucker, if it were up to me, this would be a very fucking simple thing, okay? And what it actually reminds me of, and Static, I think, is here right now, and Static will back me up on this. Studio Wildcard had a very, very, very difficult time for some godforsaken reason with the handling on a lot of the dinosaurs. I'm going to say it took them about a solid 3 years to figure out the right way for fucking dinosaurs to handle when you're riding them in Ark Survival Evolved. And it's very Fuck. Okay, thank you. It's very simple. It should work like this. You move the mouse in a circle, and the fucking thing turns. This thing should face wherever you're looking. Okay, you don't want to do that on the vehicles. I understand that. Fine. But the vehicle's handling, it's still pretty intuitive and doesn't suck this much. You know, something like this, I should be able to move this mouse and the thing will turn completely. You could see that the top of it it's pivoting from the waist up. But the legs aren't turning. And I guess the reasoning for that is so you can mine with it more effectively, maybe. And I'll give you one more reason why you may want to use the Minotaur over any of the other exocrafts in the game. It's the fact that this thing comes with, and the other exocrafts don't have this. It's a terrain manipulator. So you can use this to mine mineral deposits, or you know, on planets where they have, you know, the big mineral deposits where you'd normally use the terrain manipulator to mine it on your multi-tool. This can do that. So I don't know. Maybe that's a reason for you to use it. Cole Freeman asks, "Is it actually good to use the mech?" I'm still trying to figure that out, honestly, and I don't think I'm going to be able to answer that question until I have this entire thing fully upgraded. Because as of right now, there's no up. I have one upgrade on the engine, which makes it more fuel efficient. Which is like, I mean, who gives a shit? Fuel efficiency. You know how easy it is to get these things. I don't care about this. I mean, look in my exosuit inventory. Look at how much fuel I'm walking around with on a regular basis. You know, I mean, you've got to make this thing really, really motherfucking cool, honestly, to get me to use it over this, for example. Look how fucking fun this thing is, man. I love this fucking thing. Look at this. You seen me jumping crabs. You seen me doing my Evil Knievel shit on this. Like, dude, why would I ever fucking use that thing when this exists? Can you put guns on it? Yeah! Yeah! And this is why I chose... Look what this thing can do. Look. This is why I chose this planet to put this base... This vehicle bay thing on. Look. Because the lack of gravity makes it so fun. Yeah, it's entertaining it's shitty in an entertaining way. And I also set up like a little race thing. I forget how to do it though. You could start a race. Start race. Yeah, you could like edit the track. Hurry! Fucked that up. I should have put the boost pad closer to that. It's entertaining because the game engine is bad. That turn was a mistake. I shouldn't put that turn there. What's my opinion on Wendy's having a live stream on Twitch? Bad. Bad. Don't like it. Alright, well, listen, I did this very quickly and I just fucked myself. This is probably not a good planet to do something like this on. I have to change the course for this to be doable. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Yeah, it's a disaster, octopus soup. I could make this cooler, but that would require time and effort. And I have Animal Crossing New Horizons, so No Man's Sky is a little bit dead to me right now. The only reason you see me playing it is because I wanted to check out that mech suit. And I had said in chat that I was gonna. I had said during not in chat. I had said during a previous stream that we were gonna check out the exosuit, and I figured, let's honestly get it out of the way because fuck it. For like the 10 people who wanted to see this, I hope they're here right now. The 10 people. I'm overestimating that. The 4 people who wanted to see it. Am I gonna swap to Animal Crossing? No, but I was gonna ask you guys again, like I did the other day, what you might want to see me stream later. If we could do another straw poll sick today, like we did the other day, and I'll give you 4 choices. It was 1.5 people. Jelly Hearts, yeah, well. Play old school RuneScape, maybe. I will give you four choices. All right. I think Pokemon Coliseum should be on the list. All right. Maybe we can make a dent in Pokemon Coliseum tonight. We're almost done with that game. All right. Or Hades. Yeah, because I see people like asking about Hades. I do intend to stream Hades again. And also put Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 3 on the list. So that's 4 games. I am cool with playing all 4 of them, Captain Dogbeard. I would like to play any of those. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on the list, Captain Dogbeard. Star Evan, you like this vehicle? This vehicle has a great utility on planets that have a lot of water and land. Like, the kind of planets where they generate with a bunch of annoying archipelagos. So you're constantly on, like, land, water, land, water, land, water. That's where this vehicle shines. In fact, if it wasn't for those types of planets, I never would have upgraded this vehicle. Same problem. Because this vehicle's thing is it can, it hovers over water as well as land. The Colossus is just fun. I'm going to have a better time on this thing than I am on the Pilgrim, it looks like. I shaved, 15 seconds off of that? Is Sick Today here today, or is Sick Today sick today? Well, the bad handling on the Pilgrim is part of the fun of it, Star Heaven. Right now, I'm partial to this vehicle. And I mean, yeah, look, you could put weapons on any of these vehicles. The question is why though? Why would you? It's one of those things, Especially when you have such limited inventory capacity and there's no technology tab. Cuz like I could just get out and use my blaze javelin, The Colossus has a fully upgraded... it's the Exocraft cannon is the weapon. And the damage is complete ass. I remember we were checking that out during, I think, the last No Man's Sky stream. When I was shooting those aliens with the cannon and the damage was really unimpressive and lame. Compared to me just, again, getting out of the vehicle and using my blaze javelin. Cole Freeman, the game certainly could use better combat mechanics, more combat mechanics. it's actually got a pretty decent selection of weapons. And I'm talking about multi-tool weapons, and I'm talking about starship weapons. It's not a terrible selection. It's just, I feel like there's not much to differentiate them from each other, you know? Well, definitely in the case of the multi-tool weapons, I think the starship weapons are really, really different. Let's try out this bad bitch. I'm not even going to bother doing a race with this, but I want to show you guys the pointlessness, again, of using the exocraft cannon, the mounted cannon. There it is. Thought I saw an alien egg over here. Oh, another thing they added in this update, you can now scan inside of a vehicle, which was a thing where you'd have to get out and do a scan if you wanted to see what was going on. Now you could do it inside of a vehicle. So I'm just going to, like, run that thing over to piss off the aliens. Oh, that is one sturdy egg. All right, I'll shoot it. Yeah, also, look at this. It aims for shit. I'm doing 442 damage each direct hit that I do with the cannon. All right, now if I get out and I use my blaze javelin, right? 2057 with a full charge. And that's with a full charge. Right? So again, to me, it's like, what is the point of fucking using an exocraft cannon? They just get out. It's not like there's any enemy in the game that's going to juke you so hard, you know? I mean, probably that thing is the scariest enemy. You know, because they have a ranged attack, right? The predators, like the angry animals that you encounter on some of the planets, can't do shit to you. In most cases, I end up just meleeing them. So let's do a thing. Let's go try to use the exocraft in the way that the game the exosuit, in the way that the game kind of intends, and see if there's anything remotely fucking cool about it. Again, keeping in mind that it's not fully upgraded, right? I just came from Ankini. I remember because I said vagina. It's like a mnemonic device, you know? Star Citizen, Cole Freeman. I do have Star Citizen, and I checked it out, and I don't know. I need to give it another chance. Honestly, it's so far I'm not terribly impressed by it. Just because I feel like there's nothing to do in the game right now. I think that's one of those games where I'd really like to wait for it to be finished because I learned my lesson. You know, like getting into early access games and then waiting for them to be finished, you know, and I No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. Can't think of any examples right now. This fucking game. This game. All right, let me see if you got any. Elite Dangerous is on my list for games I want to check out. But look, he's got a Minotaur laser upgrade module, S-Class. Gonna buy that. Not going to bother buying anything less than S-Class because I'm too fucking bougie for that shit. It is below me to buy upgrades that are not S-Class. And there's also an Exocraft engine module here, but I don't think that applies to the Minotaur. I think it would have to be, what are they calling it, a Daedalus engine upgrade? Yeah, so I won't be able to use that on the Minotaur, so I don't have a reason to buy that. I'm not going to buy that. And let's go fuck around. Go to a random planet. Zumba Fitness's don't pre-order lesson was Watch Dogs. Mine was No Man's Sky. Yeah, well, listen, No Man's Sky is a game that I got a lot of enjoyment out of, but it took a long time to be playable, you know. Noxious planet, why not? Let's find out just how noxious it is. Maybe there'll be some big, stupid, idiot aliens that I could punch in the face with the exosuit. Is that water? We got an ocean planet? Is that what we got? All right, we got an ocean planet. Or at least we had the misfortune of entering Atmo on top of an ocean, so there's nowhere to fucking land. Just kind of pissing me off. Alright, maybe fuck this planet. Serpent Tucker's don't pre-order lesson with Cyberpunk. The game didn't come out yet. Why are you? How are you disappointed in Cyberpunk? Is that like a land mass up there, man? Because I don't see any other planets around here. I lost money because I pre-ordered at GameStop. Is GameStop really dead for real? And they're just like keeping people's money? I pre-ordered Animal Crossing. Are they stealing my Animal Crossing money? Are they really stealing my $60 for Animal Crossing? Guys, GameStop is not dead. What the fuck are you talking about? It's fine. Relax. Well, dumbass Corgi, what happened was I pre-ordered a physical version of Animal Crossing, and then coronavirus happened, and I decided I didn't want fucking coronavirus. So instead of going out and picking up my physical copy at GameStop, I bought another copy, a digital copy. Alright, so here we go. Racy Clacy Ichi. And, oh, there's an idiot. That's fun, idiot. Let's go check out that idiot real quick. What's up, dumbass?
Hey there, Michael. Gee, sure, I'm glad you came to visit my planet.
Fucking bird head. He's like a dodo, like a dino dodo or whatever. A fucking bird dinosaur, which is kind of an oxymoron. Is it Derwin? Actually, dirt! Let's try the thing where I automatically summon a vehicle. Summon exocraft. Alright, watch. Boop. Falls right out of the sky. It's a beautiful fucking thing, right? And again, you could do that with any exocraft now. If I want the Colossus, it just materializes. Doesn't have a cool falling from space animation. And alright, let's see if it's cool. It's not cool. It will be more cool if they have the Titanfall drop. Well, isn't that essentially the Titanfall drop? Shoot the dino. God, you guys are obsessed with violence. Oh, shit. You know what I should do? Let me install... Oh, I don't have any of that shit? Fuck. Let me install my laser that I just bought. This is for the mining lasers, so I'm going to put it there. And it's... Wait, what? Laser upgrade. S-class laser upgrade. This is a Minotaur laser. Why isn't it doing anything? I'm so confused by that. I'm going to move that for now and then put this here. There you go. Now it has the effect. I was thinking it would get the effect if you could tell because it has the blue square around it, the blue border, meaning that it's synergizing with the other thing. They have to be connected to each other in some way in this inventory. They have to be touching. And I didn't get a chance to upgrade this one, meaning that it's not counting towards this yet because I didn't put the mirror and the Gravitino ball in there yet. Whatever. So here we go. I want dihydrogen. That's never a bad thing. Always need dihydrogen in this game. I do not have a weapon yet. Let me see if I can install one? Yeah, the Minotaur cannon. I can install that. But I need a wiring loom, which I don't have right now. That's kind of annoying. But I could shoot him with the mining laser. And the Sentinel didn't like that. No! I loved him! Not sure it's a good idea to get into combat right now, especially since the mining laser is the weapon that I'm actually going to be using. But if you're going to be fighting walkers in this thing, you're probably going to want some agility. And that is not something that this thing has. Oh, yeah, because the advanced mining laser isn't fully installed yet, so I can't mine that. That's lame. Okay. Alright, there's some stupid badgers over here. I'm going to kill them out of spite. Where are you going? Nah, get over here. I don't know, man. Let me see how much dihydrogen I have. Guys, maybe it is cool, man. I feel like... Because what I would normally do, right, is I'd be exploring this planet in one of the other exocrafts. And I'd be getting out to use the mining laser on the multi-tool. Every time I saw something I wanted to mine, right? Oh, I like the pop-in on this. What the fuck? That was some nasty pop-in. Jesus. I think the answer ultimately is going to be I can't say whether or not this is cool because I haven't fully upgraded it yet. And that's going to come down to me getting RNG and finding those upgrades at space stations, which could take a very long time, honestly. Because for each one of these things, right, you want 3 upgrades. Usually there's an upgrade that you can install without having to buy a module from the space station. Like in the case of the laser, it's this one. And in the case of the engine, it's this one. So they'll let you do that, and then they'll let you have an additional 3 upgrades, right? To whatever it is that you're trying to upgrade. Like everything in No Man's Sky, it sucks until it doesn't. That's a pretty good assessment, Spaghetto, yeah. I'll agree with that. It sucks until it doesn't. But I don't know, man. I wish that turning wasn't such S. And I'm telling you, they did like a stealth buff or something because it was worse than this. If proper turning is an upgrade, then the devs are just assholes. Yeah, well... And the way they did it in Ark Survival Evolved was... Once they figured out, wow, there's a much better way for dinosaurs to handle. It's just they turn whenever you turn the mouse. Once they figured that out, they started giving it to some of the dinos and not other ones. And it created the effect where, you know, the dinosaurs have different strengths and weaknesses. And in certain situations, you might want to use this one over that one. So it ended up being a cool thing that some of them had, you know, better handling. I mean, I don't know. It kind of ended up... What it ultimately did is there's like a handful of dinos that you're never going to ever fucking use in like any situation. Static says it's only the Spino. It's definitely not. The big gorilla does that, right? I feel like there's more than just one Static. There's a couple that do that. Most of them don't, right? Most of them don't. But it's got to be more than just the Spino. Right? Why do I feel like is it really just the Spino static? The bipedal mammals always. All right, so apparently, well, those count. Actually, the Spino can only do it when it's in bipedal mode because when you right-click on the Spino now, it could go from bipedal to quadrupedal, which each mode has different benefits to it, right? Making it, probably my favorite dino in the game. Oh, did you see that stank leg? So it seems to me like the way that they did it was anything that's bipedal can turn on a dime like that. Like they spin when you move the camera. But anything quadrupedal can't. Is that a fair assessment, Static? That seems to be what it comes down to, I think. Which, maybe, yeah, fine. Oh, no, not at all, because the Rex can't do it, the Giga can't do it, the Allo can't do it. Yeah. And they should all fucking be able to. Maybe the Giga can't. I could see the Giga not being able to do it. You like how this thing is just a minor annoyance to me right now? It's doing no damage to me. Alright, if I kill this, these things are going to get pissed off, so I'm going to kill it. No, I want that. Got some nanites for that. Let's see how it handles in the water. Well, there you go. Maybe there's no reason to use the fucking other thing, the Nautilus, anymore, because the Nautilus was always pretty goddamn lame, wasn't it? Summon Nautilus. You summoned it into a fucking wall? Is that what you did? It's inside of a fucking wall now? That's... okay. That's how you did that? That's... Oh, guys. I'm draining oxygen. I'm actually draining oxygen. This thing, you have to get air in this thing? Alright, thank God there's a crab. So I can fulfill my crab jumping quota. There it is. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, I'm draining oxygen. This thing doesn't... this thing doesn't have an oxygen supply for you. Okay. Wow. What the fuck? Yeah, this thing was... Is my laser just... Are you seeing that? What are you doing? What? You okay? Is that draining the fuel on my fucking laser? Because that's just doing that. Okay. No, the laser can't hurt you. Yeah, Static, check it out. This is just like I'm not in water at all. It's the same shit. Like, it doesn't have water physics. Like, it's like I'm on land. Yeah, you can see the fire in the... in the back, the thrusters. Yeah, there's no drag on it in the water. Okay. Well, yeah, listen, until they nerf this, fuck using the Nautilus. This is just vastly superior for underwater exploration now. And I guess... I wonder if the Nautilus now needs... to have those environmental upgrades put on it. Yeah, it does. Well, no, because you could see the radiation isn't dropping. Right? And I never put them on this vehicle. Yeah, so you don't... Unless they fucked up and they're going to patch this. You don't need any kind of environmental protection modules to use the Nautilus. Because, yeah, this is a very... What, radioactive or toxic ocean right now? Well, yeah, I mean... It's got fully upgraded... Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, this could get upgraded more. Actually, kind of forget. I always forget about this one because I just avoid the water in this game when I can. But... Where's the Minotaur suit? Where's the icon that shows me where it is? The fuck is it? Does it not have one? There's a weird freaking squid outside. I can't. I can mine the squids. Thank God. Thank God I can mine the squids. So that versus... Oh, they don't let you summon it in the water, though. You cannot summon it in the water, it seems. Yeah, I got some meaty chunks. Spaghetti puncher, thank God. Meaty McMeatface will remember this. Alright, so give me my mech suit back. Oh, get over yourself. Okay, so being that... Wait a minute. Why aren't I losing oxygen? Now I'm not losing oxygen? Okay, Board it underwater, you think that's what it is, Static? So listen, as long as you don't get out, right? As long as you don't get out, you could use this thing instead of the, yeah, look, now I have oxygen. Wow. As long as you never get out of it, you could use this thing instead of the Nautilus. Until they, they patch it and make it. Because at first I was thinking, well, their way of ensuring that now the Nautilus isn't completely useless, as a way of still kind of forcing you to use the Nautilus, they would make it so this thing has oxygen. But, yeah, you can... For now, there's a little workaround to that. As far as you using this instead of the exocrafts, again, I can't say yet because I haven't fully upgraded this. I'm not having the mobility issues that I was the night of the patch. Honestly, it's not as bad as it was. You could just use A and D to turn... Which, I mean, it's, again, the night of the patch, like, I was pressing D and the thing just wouldn't fucking turn. It was fucking completely unusable. Alright, I'm getting my oxygen back. I think it would have been really amusing if my oxygen was still going down after jumping back onto land. But I don't know, man. I'm actually right now, I'm kind of enjoying it. It's got the boost is I think the boost makes up for the lack of speed that it has. Cuz look, you could You know, you could tap it. You could cover ground. It's not that bad. All right. No, it's fine. I'd probably still rather be in my Pilgrim, but... Yeah, you can have fun in this thing, I guess. Depending on what your definition of fun is. Yeah, I could see this mining laser being cool once I get it upgraded. And one of the things that I have to keep reminding myself is I'm at a point where I'm so endgame that I don't think about mining resources at all, ever. Okay, I have that fully automated at this point, right? Every single one of these resources, I have a base on a planet somewhere that is auto-mining these. Like, if I run out of pyrite, for example, I could go to that base and have a stack of, like, 999 pyrite instantly. It'll take me 2 minutes. For people who aren't in the end game, right, and you're actually still walking around on planets because you're not at that point, and if you need pyrite, you have to go mine pyrite, and you need to do that with the terrain manipulator. This will probably be the only exocraft you want to use, actually, because this thing has a terrain manipulator in it, right? So, hold on. And what I mean by that is... Alright, ammonia deposit, right? Mike, you should watch Rev finish 999 so I can explain the ending to him? Is he close to beating it? Alright, this thing is having a little bit of a hard time here. Dihydrogen is one of those things where I'm never going to be able to automate that, so I always have to grab as much of that as possible whenever I see it. Also, fuck you. Yeet it!
Well, hey, Michael, what's going on?
This game's got some fucking exceptional ragdoll ragdoll physics. Might even give Ark Survival Evolved a run for its money, huh? Nah, no way. Nothing will ever beat the sensation of killing a fish and then watching its body get strewn out into a strand of spaghetti as it fucking gyrates up infinitely into the atmosphere until it's fucking completely out of your FOV. Nothing will ever fucking beat that. That'll be the one thing that Ark Survival Evolved has over every other video game. See, here you go. So if you didn't have, an endgame automation set up like I do, and you're still having to walk around and look for ammonia and collecting it by hand, you could use this. Otherwise, you'd have to get out and you'd have to use your, what's it called? Multi-tool to collect it. Now, as far as upgrades for it, the terrain manipulator in the multi-tool, it doesn't have upgrades. They don't exist, right? So there's no way for me to min-max the amount of resources that I get out of this, right? However, I'm wondering if that might be different. It's doing it again, you see that? It's just... I'm wondering if that might be different for the Minotaur terrain manipulator. The Minotaur boar. If this has upgrades, then that might be a really cool way to min-max the amount of resources that you get from these mineral deposits like this, right? I like these weird butterflies. Hi. You okay?
P. Crocodilium.
Crocodile aliens? They don't look like crocodile aliens. Evangelion ass butterflies to go with my Evangelion mech suit, Roscoe. It might be cooler if the mech suit was bigger. It's kind of a fucking manlet as far as mech suits go. In the wide, wacky world of mech suits, this one kind of a manlet. A mechlet, if you will. Blue girl, a mechlet. Let's see what's going on over here. Right after I collect all of that. Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. He does slide a lot, Static. He's got a little bit of the Ouija traction. Yeah, when you land after jumping, you slide quite a bit. Maybe they thought that was cool. All right, what's going on here? It's observatory. Wow, this game is chunking. It's got one of those number station things where it'll take you to a fucking point of interest, which I don't care about, so I'm not even going to attempt to sit here and figure this out. And I brute forced it without paying any attention. So now I have a beacon for a thing that I don't want, and it's going to distract me, and I don't want it. Not interested. Don't care. Okay, thanks. I've been brute forcing things a lot on this channel lately, huh? Hi, Unknown. Thank you for the bits. Sorry I missed your bits. Did you show chat the new images I sent you in Twitter DMs? Nope. Because I respect them. All right. So it looks like it's a manufacturing facility. I was hoping it'd be like a settlement so I could get a wiring loom out of it. Oh, he takes that down quick. You say that, but you tagged us all in Peter Universe. Why do you always have to remember the negative things? Try remembering the positive things. Just gonna take all these nanites and shit. Raid this place for everything it's worth. Because why not? I spent the time and effort to break into this place. Alright, Alright, there is another room over here. You renamed us all P-words in Discord. Again, you guys only remember the negative. Okay, stop focusing on the negative, guys. Focus on the positive for once. Jesus. Alright, this is a, nothing. Okay, some sodium. Oh no, I got a Viking effigy. Alright. The facility allowed for the quarantine and processing of Korvax mines to and from their central convergence. The log shows records of troubled Korvax mines, those disturbed by their actions. haunted by sorrow, those who might threaten the minds they encountered. They arrive here, away from the convergence, seeking to overcome pain or purge themselves. What a mood. A single Korvax soul remains. According to the log, it has inhabited the system for 30 years. How sad. Experience Harvey Lang 18. Who is Harvey Lang? Upload to convergence, wipe system, comfort the Korvax. Let's upload him to the convergence, I guess. I have no idea what this is doing. It cries out as it goes, condemning me for my action. I am left with nothing. Great. So this was just somewhat of a waste of time. I guess that's not what it wanted me to do. I think he was just trying to sit there and you know, his isolation was his punishment type of a thing. You know, and I fucked him all up and probably hurt other people by uploading him. See, like, all I want to do is turn around. Just turn around. Turn around. Thank you. Yeah, it took a while, but I did it. Wiped the hard drive. He probably would have appreciated that more. That would have been like murder, though, if I wiped the hard drive. That would have been me, like, erasing his mind, you know? Look at the... Yeah. Look at the turning. Isn't it so good? Well, it's interesting. I'll give him that. What's up, Scarab Swarms? It's his fault for putting shitty instructions on the robot he put himself in. Well, it's deliberately obtuse because they want it, you know, like you have to figure out what the right course of action is a little bit. But usually when they do that, the dialogue is in one of the alien languages, and the only way you know what the correct course of action is to have learned a significant amount of the language so you can read it and figure out what the instructions are. In that instance, it was just, I don't know, like, it was a morality test and I failed it. I'm a fucking asshole, confirmed. I'm an unethical person, confirmed. Look at these weird meat tendrils, I'll call them. Eggbone, I wouldn't call it tedious. I'd say it's one of the more interesting type of things that they did. It's like the more you learn an alien language, the better equipped you are to make the right choice. You know, and it's worth pointing out, I have nothing to gain from those buildings because I already know every recipe in the game. I mean, potentially I could have got some nanites out of it, which, you know, that's a cool thing because you always need nanites, but whatever. There's other ways to get nanites. Well, I think I'm over this planet. I think this planet can eat my ass. Shit. I spoke too soon. I'm done with this planet, but it's not done with me. Oh, guys. I'm going to lose aggro because I moved 4 feet. Yeah, alright. Never mind. I was going to just dive into the water to escape, but not necessary. Let me just grab some of that. Yeah, just get some of that shit. Thank you very much. Alright, there's a weird piss deer over here. Oh, he's kind of beautiful and cute. Let's fuck with him. Get your ass in that hole, boy. Get your ass in that hole. Oh, you don't like that. Just feels like the earth is caving in from under me. You live down there now. Oh, you teleported out. Oh, that's water? Oh, you're an aqua deer. You escaped! Man, I expected the physics to be more jank than that. Alright. Oh, he's pissed. Ew, look at his face. He's got one of those mole faces with the little wiggly bits around the mouth. You see that? So he's aggroed on me, but he just can't. His AoE can't hit me. Ah, there it is. Okay. I guess that was deliberate AI where he was just, circling his prey. I don't know. All right, well, you're in a hole now because you did that to me. Now you live down there now. Nah, don't escape. No, you live down there now. That's where you live. This hole was made for you, yeah? Yeah, I still haven't read that, Hollow Monster. I've been wanting to read that for so long. It's one of those things like JoJo Season 3 where I just keep, putting it off. Alright, let me summon my meat ship. You want to throw down? See? 3 melee attacks. Oh, what are the textures doing? Ew. But before I go, I'm gonna take all of my dihydrogen. Almost forgot about that. Put it in my high capacity. I'll put that in there. Yeah. Put that. Yeah, why not? The meaty chunks. And the scaly meat. We don't need to have those right now. Read it on stream, Kavu Kamari? Maybe. If you guys might like that. Maybe y'all would like that. Uzumaki terrifies me despite never reading it. What like the Naruto manga? What are you talking about? What? Believe it? Do I need to believe it? Why are you talking about Naruto Uzumaki? What does that have to... Is that the name of the whole story? The story with the holes? I'll read it on stream if you guys want. That might be fun. There's no reason I can't do that, right? Uzumaki is the name of one of Junji Ito's works. Not the one with the holes, though, right? I have a planet. A really cool planet that I found that I've been trying to get back to. But because the game's waypoint system and marking system for planets blows, I have to make it back there manually. I can't just teleport back to the place because I didn't go to the fucking space station in the system. But the system might not even have had a space station. Anyway, if you want to go back to a planet that you've already been to in this game, you might as well not bother. Honestly. Oh, let's go to Fucktor! Fucktor! It's like Reptar from Rugrats, but he fucks. Fucktor! Unless you plan a base computer. Yeah, you gotta plan a base computer. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Am I fucked or not? Am I fucked or am I not fucked? Fucked or not fucked? That is the question. I believe that's Shakespeare. Why am I coming over here? What was the point of this? Oh yeah, we were gonna go to another planet. God, my fucking freighter it's chunking so hard. What the fuck? Gross. So I'm gonna take my fighter out for a minute. Take it for a little spin. You see, I got that fun little bobblehead fella in here. Because I found what I think is the best starship weapon in the game. Nope, it's not the cyclotron ballista. Which is this thing. This thing actually fucking blows. And I remember looking through like forums and stuff. People were talking about like what the best starship weapon is, and a lot of people were like, cyclotron ballista, cyclotron ballista. For like 2 years, I held off on trying out the cyclotron ballista, and now I try it out, and it's actually complete S. It's impossible to fucking aim it. Like, I don't know why anybody likes this, but I see people in chat saying the space shotgun, which I don't remember the name of. It's called the positron ejector. This weapon is amazing. Love this fucking weapon. You glass enemy ships with this weapon. It's no joke. You shoot them twice and it's over. It's beautiful. And it was doing that before I had it fully upgraded, too. I have it fully upgraded now, but it was doing that before I upgraded it at all, so it's a really cool weapon. I feel like it helped that I put it on the fighter ship, which has a obviously very high damage output potential. Alright, so it's one of those weird glitch planets. The phase beam is a really good weapon, too. Yeah, I like the phase beam. And I think it's cool that the... Oh, it's one of these places. I think it's cool that the meat ships have the phase beam by default. You know, they call it like the eyes, the grafted eyes weapon, but it's actually a phase beam. Love this planet. Ow. 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 Alright, we might be getting a little hasty here. I still haven't tried the infra knife. Is the infra knife cool? Let's go to this planet. Oh, apparently I have atmospheric interference. Zumba Fitness, make sure you say hi to your cat for me. It's another fungal mold planet. It looks fungal. Legendary amount to pop in. Yeah. Looks like it's another fungal planet. Feel like we seen one of these today. And there's Spore where that came from. Hey, sick today. Why'd you wake up today and say, I'm gonna ruin Mike's life? What did I do to you recently that made you feel that way? My capital ship? Where is the space station in this system? Does this system not have a space station? I fucking guess not. Let's go to... Alright, this ship doesn't have a cadmium drive. But again, the way that I've been playing the game lately, I've been using the freighter to jump, and then I take the ships that I want to use out once I'm in the system, so... You know, there isn't any point to... You know, when I'm outfitting these ships to my specifications, you know, there's no point to, like... waste these technology slots and these inventory slots on things I don't need if I'm going to be doing it that way. I think that makes sense. Someday Mike will see my message. Yeah, someday. Someday. As long as we keep hoping and praying, Mike will see Ploptypuss's message one day. Why don't you put it in the chat again now that you have my attention? Oh. Well, here's a chance to use the space shotgun. There's a roguelike adventure game called World of Horror that is influenced by Junji Ito. It's good. Maybe you should check it out. Okay. This isn't the space shotgun. Obviously, you gotta be close. But did you see what I just did to those 2 ships? Good night. Yeah, I mean, once you're in range, you click twice and it's done. Once. Look. It's a little broken, huh? Oh, but meanwhile, let's compare it to the Cyclotron Ballista. Oh, miraculously, I hit him. I mean, listen, it's a good weapon when you hit him, but good luck hitting him, right? I mean, let me familiarize myself with the works of Junji Ito before I play a game that's based on the works of Junji Ito, maybe, right? But the range isn't even that bad, Yellow Clark, and like, you could be decently far away and hit them with that, you know, that shotgun thing. And the spread on it it's fucking beautiful. It's like it's impossible to miss. It's such a great weapon. To the point where I don't know, like, if you could get your hands on it, don't use any of the other ones. It's that good. Hungry Spy says, help, my new medication makes me angry all the time. How do you deal with it? That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. Come on, I'm not that angry of a person. How dare you suggest I'm an angry person? Fuck you! How do I deal with it? I masturbate a lot. A lot, no. I don't know. Yeah, talk to your doctor. I'm not equipped to answer medical questions. You know, you should take a bunch of hydroxychloroquine. That'll fix that real quick. No, definitely don't. Definitely don't. Clear that up instantly. I'm not a doctor. Don't go ask a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Why did I come in here? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if they had any upgrades for the Minotaur. Have you tried wasp paste? Why, he asks. A homeopathic remedy that I personally swear by. Homeopathic. It's fucking sociopathic. Guys, you see all this shit? Like, a lot of it is base decorations, right? I guess I'm addressing the people who actually play this game right now, which is one of you. But look at this cool table and... Right, look at this shelf with these things on it, you know? When are they just gonna let these things be base decorations? Because out of my 90 bases that I have in this game, they're all looking like real samey and lame, you know? And I think it'd be pretty cool if they added more base decoration things. It's about time they added more base decoration things. Do you have any upgrades for the Minotaur? It's called the Minotaur engine module. And he does, but they're not S-class, so he can eat my S. You know? Not interested in that, obviously. Kabu Kamari, as far as I see it, any object that exists in these space stations or in any of the buildings that are anywhere on the planets, it should be something that you could put in your base. I see no reason why you shouldn't be able to put these things in your base. And I don't see it here, but it might be in here. Hold on. Oh, there's absolutely jack shit in this room, huh? Wow, good RNG. There's this L-shaped desk that you see on the space station sometimes. And it used to be an available base decoration. Like, it was something you could build and put in your base. But then for some reason, they removed it. Maybe there was some bug with it where they had to take it out of the game. I got. And something else that they had removed that they recently put back in was the carbon planters. And those are those stand up, like you put them against the wall potentially, and they have plants coming off of them, right? And you could just harvest them for carbon after a certain amount of time. They removed that from the game. Nobody really knows why. And then with one of the more recent updates, they put it back in. But when you put them on your freighter, they don't get charged, meaning that I'm assuming it means that they won't grow carbon. And that's one of those things where it's like, I'd like to have that on my freighter. What's this? A viridescent planet. Let's go to the space station first. Hi, Marcel Prousting. Thanks for coming to check out my European-friendly stream. Though I will be ending it shortly. So we're probably right after I see what's going on in here, I'm going to wrap it up. We saw the mech suit. That was the point, right? Check out the mech suit a little bit. We saw it. We came. We saw. I want that. You have... Yeah, another laser module. I'll take that. I'll take that too, because I think I saw that the submarine needed another engine upgrade. Hope it did, or that was a waste of nanites, and those are not the easiest things to come by in the game. We came, we saw, we squandered sick today. I like that. A Jedi starfighter. So you mean like a rebel starfighter, right? Yeah, this game wears its sci-fi influences on its sleeve. If you look at all the different template shapes for the freighters and the starfighters and the starships and things like that, you're going to see a lot of things that look really familiar from Star Wars, Star Trek, other things as well. And they, it's the type of thing where they admit it. They're not like trying to hide it or anything. It looks closer to that than the X-Wing. I've seen ships that looked exactly like X-Wings is what I'm saying. Anyway, I think that will be where I wrap the stream right now. Wasn't a terrible amount of things to do here. But again, we came, we saw, we squandered, as Sick Today put it. I hope that you guys had a good time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the Europeans who came to check it out. And this European-centric. Again, I'm doing these daytime streams now because I just simply have no reason not to. Everybody's home quarantined, whatever. No Animal Crossing today, Star Heaven. I felt like we should probably take it easy on Animal Crossing. Sorry, Marcel, you showed up a little bit late. I'm going to try to start my daytime streams a little bit earlier than this in the future, but I do have to take a little bit of a break, have dinner, and then get ready for the stream later, because I'm going to stream again later. But what game am I going to stream, guys? Let's find out what you chose. Jellicle Cats, thank you for the gift sub. Marcel, real to the family. Let's see what we got. Results. It says Pokemon Colossi. All right, so we'll be checking in with Moisty later tonight is what we'll be doing. And if we don't beat that game tonight, I feel like we're probably going to put a significant dent in it. I'll probably start out the stream by, grinding for experience with my party a little bit. That's what we'll do. And I think that's what we talked about last time. Yeah, poll's done, Clyde. Poll's done. Results are in. It's going to be Pokemon Colossi. Thank you guys for the subs, the resubs, the bits, all that. Thanks so much, everybody, for the support. Very important for me to have that financial support from you guys right now, more than ever. But keep in mind, if you have to rescind your support, then you have to rescind it. If you have to stop giving me money, guys, then by all means, please, I will find a way to make it. Don't put yourselves out by giving me money, okay? Take care of yourselves. Think about yourselves first right now. If anybody is new to the channel, you can find me on social media and YouTube. The links are going to be in the chat. And right now, I'm heading over to the hashtag to see if you guys made any art. Okay, for the stream. Let's see if you did. You did not make any art. Okay. So, I'll look at art again after the Pokemon Coliseum stream later. Yes, and it is still Pokemon Coliseum in the lead. So I'll see you guys in a few hours for that. Let's say it's going to be 7 p.m. around 7 p.m. / 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to start it somewhere in that time frame. I will do everything I can to not start later than 8 p.m. 8 p.m. the latest, hopefully 7. Eggabone, submit art by following the instructions that are in the chat right there. Thank you. Dingo. Okay, that's it, guys. If I don't see you later, have a great day. Lots of love. And I'll see you soon.